Uh, Thank you and welcome for today's class. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach about the geometrical construction, of which we are going to answer the question on the board, which says, using a pair of compasses and a ruler, construct. So we are going to construct a triangle XYZ, in which XY is equal to 6 centimeters, YZ is 5 centimeters, and the angle XYZ is 60 degrees. So we are only going to use the two, a pair of compasses and a ruler only. For the second one, a circle that touches all the three sides of the triangle, and we measure the radius of the circle. So the circle which touches the sides of a triangle, that is an inscriber. So that circle is known as an inscriber. So we are going to construct an inscriber of the triangle. Then we draw a perpendicular from Z, a point Z, one of the points within one of the points of the triangle, to meet X, Y at a point N. Then we measure the height Zn. Then finally we calculate the area of the triangle. So the question is posted on the board. So I'll just have a sketch of the question. Now, a triangle XYZ sketch of the triangle XYZ. Now, if that is the sketch of the triangle, then you need to label X. Now, given that this is the triangle XYZ, XYZ, so length XY should be 6 centimeters, YZ is 5 centimeters, and angle XYZ is 60 degrees. So this angle XYZ, this angle is 60 degrees. So that is the triangle that we're going to construct. Then a circle that touches the three sides. So the sides of the triangle are XY, XZ, and ZY. So the circle and inscriber touching these sides. Then we draw perpendicular from Z. So we're going to draw a perpendicular from this point to Z that touches the XY at a given point. So there's a line that's going to come from point Z to touch line XY. So we're going to draw that perpendicular. So this line should meet XY at point N. So that point where the line, the perpendicular draw from Z should meet XY at this point N. Then finally, we are going to measure length Zn. And finally, we are going to use the length Zn to calculate the area of the triangle. So let me just have the question, because already I have made a sketch of how the triangle is going to be. First of all, we draw line X, Y. So I have a ruler, so I will use a scale. I can't use the scale of a centimeter scale. It will be something that is very minute, very small, cannot be seen easily. So I am going to use the scale of 5 centimeters. Now 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter is represented by 10 centimeters. So I mean that for every 10 centimeters that I'm going to use in the ruler, that represents 1 centimeter. So I draw a line X, Y. So my point X, then I need to locate my point Y. So it should be 6 centimeters. So this 6 centimeters will be 6 times 10, should give you a length of 60 centimeters. So using the compass, I want to measure 60 centimeters. So this is the 60 centimeters. So X at point X. Then make an arc along the line. So where I have this point, this is the y. Is at this particular point, xy 6 centimeters. And yz should be 5 centimeters. That will be equivalent to 50 centimeters. So 50. So this is my 50 centimeters. I stand at this particular point y, and I make an arc, an upper arc along the line. It should be 50 centimeters. Then angle at point y should be 60 degrees. So remember that when you construct 60 degrees, we usually make a continuous line arc. Then where the arc meets the baseline, you remove your compass at this particular point. You place it where we have the arc meeting line xy. And you make an upper arc. So we join the point of intersection to y. This is the point of intersection. Y. So this is the z. Z. And this angle here is 60 degrees. Now z will now join direct to x. So I've already located point z. So that is our angle x, yz, and length yz is 5 centimeters. So that is the first part of the question. We are done. We have not used a protractor. We have only used the ruler and a pair of compasses only. So from that point, we were to draw a circle touching the sides of the triangle. So for us to draw a circle touching the sides of a triangle, we bisect the angles, any two angles. Where the angle bisectors meet is going to be the center of this particular circle that is in the center of the inscriber. So we need to bisect any two angles. For my case, I am going to use angle at point x and angle at point y. I'm going to bisect where the two bisectors of x and y meet will be the center of the inscriber. So to bisect the angle at point x, I take the compass, I place it at this point x. So I need to bisect this angle at this particular point. So I make an arc this way. Then where the arc meets the line, forming an angle with against at this particular point. Make an arc. Using the same dimension, move your compass, then come at this particular point, make an arc. So the point of intersection, we join it to point Z. So point of intersection, we join to Z. So this is the angle bisector of x. The angle of x, the bisector of x is this particular line. Then we bisect angle at point y. So again, we pick the compass, we place at point y. So make an arc. Then remove your compass. Come at this particular point where it has met the first line and make an arc. You can extend your compass a bit to be able not to make a lot of confusion and that's your arc. Okay. we join this point to y, where the two arcs meet. We join it point y. Now the two angle bisectors are meeting at this particular point. So this is where we are going to place our compass to draw, because it is the center of the circle now. So we place the compass at this particular point. This is the center of the circle. Then we draw an inscriber. So we find all possibilities of drawing that inscriber. So it should not cross, it should touch the line but should not cross the line. It should touch but should not cross the line. So this is our circle, the inscriber now. Does touch the sides of the triangle, but does not cross the sides. So that is the inscriber that we are asked to draw. Then the last part of the second last part, we are supposed to draw perpendicular from point Z to meet line XY. So we stand at point Z, and we extend our compass so that it can cross line XY. So we make an arc, two arcs meeting XY at two different places. So this is the arc that we make. Let me tighten my compass a bit, because I don't want to make errors. I can arc at this point, another arc. So the arcs are this one and this one. So again, I stand, extend the compass a bit. So at this particular point, I can decide to make a lower arc. Make a lower arc. Compass having some problems, some issues. Okay. It is the first arc. Then at this particular point, the second arc. So you've got two arcs. So this is the point of intersection of the two arcs. I join it to Z. So this is the perpendicular. Drop from Z. Then we are to meet line XY at this point N. So this is our point N. The perpendicular from Z, then XY at they intersect at this point N, where the perpendicular and the line XY intersect is the N. Now we are to measure length ZN with the help of the ruler, or we can also use, so length Zn, we use the divider. So I place my divider at this particular point N, then I measure, I extend it out to this Z. So Z, So this is length Zn. Now, the length Zn, I place it on the ruler to find the actual length. Because you cannot use the ruler directly to measure, we use the divider. Then we place it on the base of on the ruler. So I'm using my ruler. So this my ruler is giving me a measurement of 63. So I'm using a meter ruler, 63 centimeters. So I was using a scale of 10 centimeters was representing 1 centimeters, the actual measurement. So the measurement that I was using was to scale 10 centimeters for each centimeter. So 63 centimeters, this one is equivalent to 6.3 centimeters. So length Zn is equal to 6.3 centimeters. Now, having obtained length Zn, which is the height of this triangle, remember that it is the line that is meeting the baseline at exactly 90 degrees. It's perpendicular bisector. So to get the area of the triangle now, we use the formula a half multiplied by base multiplied by the height of the triangle. So the base of the triangle is xy. So it is a half times x, which is 6 centimeters, multiplied by the height. The height is length Zn, which is 6.3 centimeters. By 2, 1 by 2, 3. 3 times 6.3, that gives you 18.9 centimeters square. So the area of the triangle is equal to 18.9 centimeters square. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for more videos. Thank you.